Hello everyone, and welcome to Sweet Stitches Quilt Shop. Today is First Friday Demonstration Day. Won't you join me over at the cutting table? Hi everyone, it's June, and our theme this month is Soak Up Summer. And so we have a few summer projects and a summer mystery to tell you about. And I'll start with the mystery first. We're going to do a free mystery quilt here at the shop that will last 3 months. It'll be June, July, and August. And it's going to be one quilt block that's going to be broken up over 3 months. And then we're going to make lots of those blocks to create the quilt. And so I have done this in the past with a local quilt guild here. I thought it would be fun to do it right here in the shop where we can have the local quilt guild and our local customers here and all of those out there in YouTube land to participate. All you have to do is sign up on our calendar on our website, and that's www.sweetstitchesquiltshop.com, and you just click on the calendar button and look for the 2022 Summer Mystery Quilt. And you sign up is free. So what will happen is each month in the 3 months that we're going to do this, we're going to send out an email with a video, how-to video, a PDF so that you can print out your instructions too. And so of course it's a mystery, so you're not going to know what it's going to look like until the end, but it'll be a lot of fun to see what everybody does and what fabrics they choose. So our Sweet Summer Mystery Quilt will be made of one block, and we're going to be using the folded corner clipper ruler to make the block. The folded corner clipper ruler comes in 2 sizes. It comes in a 10-inch and it comes in a 5-inch. It doesn't matter which one you use. We sell both of them on our website, and so if you need one, we'll be happy to ship it to you, or you can come in the shop and pick it up. In the past, I have done mystery quilts with the local quilt guild, and I wanted to show you one of the quilts that we've made in the past. This was called the domino block. And it's a real simple block. It's about right here is the block, here to here, and it's just repeated over and over again. And that's what we're going to do with our mystery quilt this year too. It's a very fun block to do, and we're real excited to see all the different quilts that will come out of this. We're having a lot of people sign up for it, and we're real excited about it. So if you want to sign up for the Summer Mystery Quilt, go to our website and check out the calendar page. So, Soak Up Summer is our theme today, and I thought I'd start with a summer quilt. And so some of you will probably be familiar with what a summer quilt is, and some of you might not have ever heard of one. They're really kind of more popular down south where it's a lot warmer. A summer quilt is just your patchwork on front and then just a plain backing. There's no batting in it, but you still quilt it and bind it. And I just thought it'd be a great idea. This one was made out of fabrics by Poppy Cotton. It is a daisy theme to the fabric line with the pinks and the greens and the blues. And I thought this would make a perfect little baby quilt. You know, it's just light enough, it drapes nicely because it doesn't have batting in it. And just a nice light cover up or something to spread out on the lawn when they're playing in the summertime. It would also be great to make it in a big giant square, maybe in red, white, and blue colors, to take to your 4th of July celebration, maybe going to see the fireworks or something. Or it could also be kind of a tablecloth. So I have one of my customers, she always makes sure that she has a patchwork tablecloth on top of her table each month. This time she's going to do it kind of like the summer quilt, so that it's nice and light and easy to clean and easy to wash. So what I did is I took 9.5-inch blocks and I pieced them together. Then I laid them out on a backing fabric, and here I used a white polka dot. It's probably a little hard to see the polka dots. But then I quilted it using a serpentine stitch. And so a serpentine stitch just kind of goes like a little gentle curve like this. It's on most sewing machines out there. So check your machine to see whether you have it. It's a great way to stitch over the ditch instead of stitch in the ditch. You can never just stay in the ditch. I have trouble with that. So stitching over the ditch and stitching down both sides of the seam with the serpentine stitch is a great way to quilt a quilt, whether it's a summer quilt or a regular quilt. This one, I quilted down each seam, going both ways, and then I just quilted down the center of each block in both directions, both horizontally and vertically. And so it's very easy to do. They're nice and light to cover up with. It's kind of like having two sheets on top of you instead of a blanket. Maybe give this a try. Really easy to whip up for a baby shower. Oh, I didn't tell you about the binding. So the binding is just the back brought around to the front. And so you can either miter the corners or you can just block them. Either way, it's a very cute project and very fast. The next project I wanted to talk about is the project of the month for AccuQuilt. This is a class that Darla puts on, and it's each month. It's on the first Thursday, I believe, of the month. Darla creates a different project each month, and you can come in and use our AccuQuilt cutting system and our die to create the project. You don't have to be an AccuQuilt owner. You can give it a try, and if you like it, you can invest in the AccuQuilt cutting system. But it's just a fun way to make a quick project. This is a table runner, and the die that we're going to use is the Fantasy Flower die, which creates this nice big flower here in the center, and the leaves. And so you can do it in whatever fabrics you want. You can bring them in and sign up for the class. It's on the calendar. It's the AccuQuilt project of the month with Darla. Another project that Darla has coming up that she created is this really cute tote bag, and it is called Dancing Diamond Gem Bag, and it is actually made with pre-printed interfacing so that the piecing is very easy. You get these nice clean diamond shapes because you're going to be attaching the fabric to the interfacing. And so it's a very simple bag. It is a tote, so it doesn't have any zippers in it. It doesn't have any magnetic closures or anything, but you could put one in if you wanted to. What it does have are these grommets that the cotton cording is through. And inside, there aren't any pockets either, so you don't have to make any pockets, but you could add pockets if you'd like. But it has this little gusset here, and so it is bound just like a quilt all the way around like this. She has lots of tips and tricks to get a nice clean look like this. And this will be on the calendar June 22nd and 29th. It's a two-part class, and it's from 2 to 4. It is called the Dancing Diamonds Gem Bag. So if you're interested in that, sign up, because I think the class will fill up fast. Another bag class that we have on the calendar is the Clam Up Bag. And this one was made by Linda, and she's going to be teaching the class on Monday, June 27th from 10:30 to 12:30. It's a cute little zipper bag, and if you've never put a zipper in a bag before, this is a nice, easy one to start with. And so it opens wide like a clam, and it has these little, I don't know if it's a gusset but it helps keep things from spilling out of your bag. Because the zipper does go all the way down to the bottom. And so it has little tabs to help you close the zipper, and it comes in 5 different sizes. This is actually the extra large size bag. So they get real tiny, cute little coin purses and things. And so this is Clam It Up Bag, and this will be June 27th with Linda. So the next project I have here is Designer Star. This is by May Chappell. Is the pattern designer. The fabric that I used for this quilt is called Decorum. It is made by Basic Ray for Moda Fabrics. Basic Ray are the people that create grunge fabrics. And so there are 3 new colors of grunge that come with this. And it's a beautiful line that with blues and caramels and kind of like a little bit of a butterscotch and cream colors. I have a nice selection of all the different fabrics, so come in and check these out. This is the quilt, and it's called the Designer Star, and it's by May Chapel. Easy pattern to put together, and of course I use the folded corner clipper ruler to make my half square triangles. So it's been a busy spring. May was very busy, and June looks to be very busy too. I've recently quilted this quilt here in front of me. You saw this in previous videos. This is called the Gateway Quilt. There is a pattern and template set. It is a nice, easy curve to learn. It will be on the calendar again, I believe, in June. If not, it'll be on in July. Really easy to do. I quilted this one myself. I just used a little wishbone pattern that went back and forth through these kind of pod shapes. And it's made out of all batiks. The back is a nice teal color. This is called Gateway, and we have patterns and templates here in the shop. So the rest of the quilts I'm going to show you, I have recently made over the past couple months, but I have been too busy to quilt them. So I sent them off to my friend Judy Holden, and she quilted 6 quilts for me, and I thought I would show them in the show and tell so that you can enjoy them too before I hang them up in the store. And so the first one is made with the folded corner clipper ruler. It's called Double Twist, and it uses batik fabrics and grunge. I love using batiks and grunge together. They just blend beautifully. And this is the quilt. Not quite bound yet. I've got a few of them bound, but there's a lot of them. So this one is a Creative Grids pattern, and it uses the folded corner clipper ruler. It's a great quilt for for a young man, or a graduation quilt, or for Christmas. The next quilt is called Jubilee. This is also on the calendar in June, so you can check that out on our website. This pattern is also made with a basic gray fabric line called Cider. We really love the bright colors in this one, but they're kind of cozy bright. It's not in your face bright. It is one block, and you can see that here in this blue section. And you just make it over and over again. Really easy to do. Of course, I used the folded corner clipper ruler to make it. Used a pretty fabric, my favorite one from the line on the back side. This is called Jubilee, and it's on the class calendar for June. The next quilt is called Simply Swoon, and it has nice, large, big pieces so that you can get the quilt done quickly. It's also great for if you have large, big prints that you want to use in it. Some giant flowers or some big geometric shapes. I used grunge in mine just to showcase the colors and trying to make something summery and bright and cheerful. And I really love the quilting pattern that Judy chose for this one. It's actually called Splat, and it looks like paint was just splattered all over the top of the quilt. Judy does a beautiful job quilting. She always picks the perfect pattern and the perfect color thread to enhance your quilting. So it never takes away from what you've made. On the back side, I actually used leftover half square triangles and ran them down the front. Ran them down the back of the quilt and then put the matching color on either side of it. So I've kind of got a two-sided quilt this way. The next quilt is called Triple Barn Star, and so it has 3 stars that create the quilt, and then it has these kind of fun corner blocks on them. This one hasn't been bound yet. It's on its way though. It's made with this cute plant inspired line by Robert Kaufman, and on the back side we have the pretty green color on the back. Judy used a lovely leaf print with swirls I think it complements it nicely. The next quilt is called Stars for Carter. This one was put together by Linda. It is also a class that she teaches. It'll be on the calendar in June again, but you're basically making 2 of each of the stars, different star blocks that are in this quilt. And you, of course, use whatever colors you'd like. I've seen it done in blues, in purples. It's a really fun quilt, and you really learn a lot of different quilt blocks doing it. It's called Stars for Carter. My last quilt for today, I saved my favorite for last. This is called Vintage Lace, is the pattern, and the quilt pattern that Judy quilted on it is called Chantilly Lace. So I think it's a perfect combination. I wanted it to look old-fashioned and lacy, and that's what I got. It's a big quilt. It's 108 by 108, so it's a very large quilt, so it's hard to see all of it, but soon it'll be hanging here in the shop and you can take a look at it for yourself. So last up today, I wanted to talk about an upcoming shop hop that we're going to be part of. You all might be familiar with the one-stop shop hop that happens in Kokomo, Indiana every year. Well, the convention center has been sold, and so we can't have the one-stop shop hop there this year. It will move next year to Wabash, Indiana. This year, they wanted to do something to keep everybody interested. What they're doing is they put together a shop hop road trip. So there are 22 quilt shops that are going to be part of this shop hop, and they're all over the state of Indiana. And so you can choose whichever ones you want to go to and be part of the shop hop. If you go to the One Stop Shop Hop Facebook page, you can see videos from the different shops. We all made videos to preview our shop so that you can see whether it's one that you want to come and see and which ones you want to put on your list. So if you're going to do the shop hop, there is a passport that you can print out or pick up from your local quilt shop that's participating. What you'll do is when you visit the shop, you will stamp your passport, and then if you visit 10 shops, you can enter into a drawing for a gift card for next year's shop hop. It's a great way to visit all the different shops, see Indiana, and do a little traveling this summer. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope that you all have a great summer, and I hope that you all participate in our Sweet Summer Mystery quilt that will start June 17th. If you want to sign up for it, you want to sign up by June 16th so we have your email to send out the video and PDF. We hope that you'll join us for the shop hop, and we hope that you'll stop in the shop here and see us too. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you next month. Bye everyone.